आप सुन रहे हैं समाचार एजेंसी ऑफ इंडिया का ऑडियो बुलेटिन।
You are listening the national level audio bulletin of Samachar Agency of India on Friday 19 June 2020. Now you hear the news from Preeti Bhosle. The number of the infected patient of the COVID-19 in the country has increased the number 3,80,532. The number of active patients are 2,04,711. The number of those who were died is 12,573. Now the state-wise scenario. Maharashtra still increased the number. Active cases are found 1,20,504. Recovered cases are found 60,838. In the Tamil Nadu, total cases are found 52,334 and recovered cases are 28,641. In the Delhi, total cases are found 49,979. Recovered cases are 21,341. Gujarat is also increasing number, that is 25,601, and recovered cases are the 17,819. In the UP, total active cases are found 15,181 and recovered cases is 9,239. Rajasthan, the total cases are found 13,857. Recovered cases are 10,742. Where in the West Bengal, total cases are found 12,735 and recovered cases are 7,001. In the MP is also increasing number, that is total cases of the COVID-19 11,426. Recovered cases are 8,632. In the Haryana, total cases of 9,218. Recovered cases are 4,556. In the Karnataka, total cases are found 7,944 and recovered cases are 4,983. In Andhra Pradesh, 7,518 are active cases. Recovered cases are 3,789. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has convened an all-party meeting at 5 this evening to discuss the situation along the India-China border. In a tweet, PMO said the virtual meeting will be attended by the president of the various political parties. The meeting assumes the significance in the wake of the recent violent face-off between India and China's troop of the Galwan Valley in the eastern Ladakh. External Affairs Ministry has said the India and the China have been discussing through the military and the diplomatic channels the declaration of the situation in the border area in the eastern Ladakh. On the 6th of the month, the crop commanders of the both nations held the meeting of the Chushun Moldo region, where the arrangement was reached on the declaration and the engagement along the line of actual control LAC. Ground commanders were meeting regularly to implement this consensus throughout last week. The government has rejected the senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's allegation that the Indian soldiers were sent unarmed to the Medrom in the Ladakh. In the tweet, the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said all the Indian troops guarding the border always carry the arm, especially when the leaving post, and those who are the Galwan on the 15th of the June did so. He added that it is a long-staying the practice as per the 1996 and 2000 agreement not to use the firearms during the face-off. Earlier in the day, Mr. Gandhi had questioned why the Indian soldiers were sent unarmed to the Medrom in the Ladakh and who is responsible for the sending them towards the danger. Election for 19 Rajya Sabha seats spread over the 8 states being today. Of the 19 seats, 4 each are from the Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, 3 each from Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and 2 from the Jharkhand, and 1 each from the Manipur, Mizoram, and Meghalaya. In the Karnataka, where the election will be held on the 4th seat, all the candidates have been declared and elected unopposed. BJP nominates Nabab Reba was also the elected unopposed to the lone Rajya Sabha seat from the Arunachal Pradesh. The counting of the vote for all the 19 seats will be held this evening. In Madhya Pradesh, voting for the 3 vacant Rajya Sabha seats has completed just now in the seats assembly complex today. As a voting progress being at 9 a.m., BJP members along with the Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan reached the assembly premises in the Bhopal to cast their vote. Congress members along with the former Chief Minister Kamal Nath also reached the assembly complex for voting. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the celebration on the occasion of Jain Sant Acharya Shri Mahapragya's birth century today. Shri Mahapragya was a 10th head of the Shwetambar Terapanth order of the Jainis. He was the Sant Yogi spiritual leader, philosopher, author, and the poet. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Modi remembered his meeting with the Acharya Mahapragya. The Prime Minister urged everyone to contribute to the development of the nation following the teaching of the Jain Sant. He said the healthy mind, healthy body and healthy economic is necessary for development of the nation and in the testing time of the global pandemic. Citizens should be adopt the teaching of all such noble soul to have a stress-free life. Prime Minister Narendra Modi wished to the first President of the Kazakhstan, Albazy Nursultan, for the early recovery and the good health. In a tweet today, Mr. Modi said, India's stand with our friend and the strategic partner Kazakhstan in the effort of the defeat the COVID-19 pandemic. The Health and the Family Welfare Minister has directed the state and the union territories to ensure the timely payment of the doctors and health workers who are serving the country during the COVID-19 crisis. The health minister asked the chief secretaries of the state and union territories to ensure the strict compliance of the order by all the concerned agencies. It said the violation of the order would be treated as an offence under the Disaster Management Act and the action will be taken against the defaulting hospital and institution and authorities. Health Ministry has issued an advisory for the managing healthcare workers working in COVID and non-COVID areas for the hospital. The Health and the Family Welfare Ministry said the infection control officer cum nodal officer will be identified by each hospital and address all the matter related to the healthcare associated infection to prevent and the manage for the COVID-19 infection. Among the health and care workers, the nodal officer will be ensured the healthcare worker shall be the personal protective equipment PPEs as per their risk profile while on duty. Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan today said that the Council of the Scientific and Industrial Researchers Constituent Lab Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow has received the permission for carrying out the Phase 3 randomized and double-blind placebo-controlled trial of the efficiency, safety and tolerability of the antiviral drug Unifenor. He said the Phase 3 clinical trials will be carried out the King George Medical University, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia Institution of the Medical Science and the ERAS at Lucknow Medical College and the hospital in the Lucknow. The minister said the drug has the good safety profile and the act by the preventing entry of the virus into the human cell and also the premining the human system. immune system. He said the unifenavir is mainly used for the treatment of influenza, and he has recently come to the prominence due to the potential use of the COVID-19 patient. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has appealed to the people to the mark 16 International Yoga Day on the Sunday at home with the family while the following all the norms of the physical distancing. In the video messages, Mr. Modi said, "We are making the 6th International Yoga Day in the extraordinary times." He said the world is fighting the pandemic of the monumental scale, but yoga provides the multi-dimensional solution of the source challenges COVID-19 has brought. You are listening the national level audio bulletin from the Samachar Agency of India from Preeti Bhosle on Friday 19 June 2020. We will again take this bulletin on Saturday 20 June 2020. If you like this bulletin, then you must be like it, subscribe and share it. We will be present again. Till then, goodbye.